Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures. We're back with yet another Warhammer Underworlds warband release for Dire Chasm. This time we got Hedkrakka's Madmob. And no, he's not a cracker, it's like a rock or something that he's painted. This drives me nuts. I really wish that the color he painted his head was a little bit different than the actual skin tones. So what does our Madmob consist of? It's 4 wacky looking orcs. Actually, I really dig the savage orc style. I was always disappointed that we never got more than we actually did in terms of savage orcs. I remember when they came out, and they were a nice looking kit, but there just wasn't that much to them. Was it the big stabber? Their giant spear that they had? Alright. Have we seen these colored sprues yet? I don't think so. Now, in case you haven't seen every other video I've done on like literally almost every warband, they all come in the same. You get 2 of these half sprues. Obviously, you can see right here where they are cut to have everything fit. You have the instructions all nice and shrink wrapped to the cards nowadays, for whatever reason. I don't know. I'm not going to bother showing it off. We've got our Wolverine orc with these big ol' claws. Got a nice stone. Maybe it's stone, maybe it's just a jawbone. It's hard to tell. Still a bit hunched over. That's my main beef with a lot of GW's orcs. And I know this is a 40k one, but that pose. I mean, I glued it all. It's just like look at his butt. It's just so big and out there. It's too much. The silhouette of the body really irks me. And yeah, everyone's like, oh, they look like gorillas. No, he looks like he's like strutting in like a Ren and Stimpy cartoon or something. Nice casting on that orc there. I think this is the Wolverine guy. They don't look very big. I do like they've got some various... Actually, all of them are dressed a little bit differently. That's kind of cool. Looks like our Shaman weird boy type guy over here takes up most of this sprue. Guy wearing a reptile skin. Yep, that is our Shaman's body here, dancing around. And of course, as always, we've got these nice custom bases. They look to be about 32mm and 40mm for whoever goes on this one. Maybe that's the Wolverine dude. I'm not sure. But, you know what I am sure about is I'm going to go put these together. We'll see how they turn out. I'll grab whatever orc warbands and other orcs I've just got laying around handy, and we'll see how things turn out. Sit tight. Okay, we got Hedkrakka's Madmob all put together here, and I actually glued some of them. Not that they really needed it, but I just wanted them to be nice and solid. So we're going to start off with my favorite of the bunch first. This is the Wolverine-looking dude. I don't know any of their names. I haven't really opened the cards yet because I want to get things painted first, and I mean, they're orcs. It's not like they need to have any kind of special name. Don't know how well those claws are going to do in combat. I'm curious how many wounds these guys have. Nice detailed base as always. If I can face in the right direction. We've got the giant two-handed weapon guy. Nice scar that's going to have to get cleaned up there. Interesting, it's like hanging on a chain there. He's on a smaller base, obviously. How big is this guy's base? Is that a 40mm? It is. It's not often you see a savage orc, no less, on a 40mm base. We have our archer guy. Nice looking orc archer. It's not like we have an overwhelming amount of them at this point. Error boys, or wasn't it? Something like that. And then we have our weird boy shaman type. A snake in his hand here. He's a fun model. I did not glue that mask on yet. I want to keep that off so that I'm going to be able to get in there and paint. I'm almost kind of bummed out that these guys came out so close to the Cruel Boys tease and release for the new Age of Sigmar stuff. I'm wondering if we're going to see a warband of them in the near future. I mean, we do have this season almost winding down, at least at the time that I film this. I don't know when you're watching that. It could be into the next season by that point. Who knows? At this point, at least, all I have left is to hunt down still the Crimson Court for a reasonable price and get the Edeneth when they come out. I don't know. So how do they stack up to other models? I'm sure people would like to know that. Using one of the Black Orc hard boys from the original season. Let's see, they're about the right size. Grabbing an Iron Jaws from the later set. Definitely he's got the bulk, but our friend here on the 40mm base matches up pretty well. I don't know if they have any Savage Iron Jaws. Even our Shaman, Mad Boy, whatever he's called, seems to hang out pretty well with them. Grabbing some other Underworlds models, so they're definitely going to be smaller than the Slangor. A little bit shorter, but definitely thicker than a human from the Godsworn Hunt. And our big friend in the back is pretty comparable to our Wormspat friend here. He sure isn't as pretty, though. So size-wise, I think they're right where they should be. Definitely not as cool as Kanan from Kanan's Reapers. We're going to have to get him up here one of these days. Oh, here. We're going to go with some of the larger figures. I feel like this ogre guy was a little bit stunted in terms of size. I don't know why. I mean, he's about the same size as a regular ogre from GW, but I don't know. Something about him. He just seemed kind of squished and small. Good to see a skink is nowhere near as big. Our Starblood Stalker Saurus here. Yeah, that's about right. I want him a little bit bigger, but he is kind of hunched over as well. In case you're curious, since I'm on a bit of a Savage Orc kick lately, if you want to have him hang out with the Wadroon from Conquest, actually that's not a bad size. I think it's if you start getting into some of the resin kits that you start to see some serious disparities there in size. But yeah, they might be a fun match. Actually, I'm kind of curious now to see what they would look like if I painted them up similarly. So, I'm going to get these guys started, along with my Saurus team, because they're obviously not started yet either. But we'll get there. We've painted everything else so far in the game. We'll get these guys done too. If you've had a chance to play this team, by all means, let me know how they play. I'm kind of curious. At this point, I'm kind of leaning towards trying out the Bone Reapers, and I know my son actually is more curious to try out both the Starbloods and all of the various Goblinoids. So, any suggestions for you Underworlds players you want to share with us? What would be a good team to start? My personal preference was always playing the Fire Slayers. Very simple, very straightforward. They walk a little bit, and then they just pound on whatever gets in their way. I like that style of gameplay. So, any suggestions, like I said, by all means, please let us know down below in the comments section. With that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.